Okay, so here's the FS10, and basically how you look at it is there's the 4 buttons that are real obvious. You'll have these 3 LEDs here, then you have 4 across the top. You have the big LED screen in the middle. Okay, and depending on which one of these lights is lit up will determine what's going on the pedal, so knowing that's kind of important. But basically, you remember we talked about on the amp that there's 3 colored banks, a green, an orange, and a red. And within each one of those 3 colors you can save 4 different patches. So right now you can see it's on green and it's patch number 1. This is lit up over here because this is button 1, button 2, 3, 4, or if you want to call it channel 1, 2, 3, 4, button or channel, interchangeable ideas there. Okay, so we're on the green channel, and number 1, we want to go to the second one. There it is. Third one, fourth one, whatever's saved on there, that's what's going to, of course, show up. Okay, so how do you go? So say you're performing, but you have more than 4 patches. You have 8, so you need the next bank. These 2 basically will get you to change this, either going up in numerical sequence or down. So if I hold this one's up, and it's going to take me to the next set of, and this is just turned orange. And now we're on 5 over here. This one lit up. If I go here, guess what number it's going to be? 6. Guess what this will be? 7 and 8. But actually we need 12 patches. Okay, I'm making this up as we go along. So I hold this down, and then we're into the next set, okay, of red. So we went from green to orange, now we're in red. So there's 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that's how you access the different channels on the different colors. And it has to be in the patch mode to do that, okay? So if I want to go backwards, I just hold this down, it goes to the orange. If I hold it down again, it goes to green. So now we have this green set. If I want to go back to orange, hold it down, it goes to orange. Hold it down again, it goes back to red. Okay, and then you just use these. Holding it down and pushing it are 2 different things, okay? Holding it down changes the colors from green to orange to red. Green, orange, red. Okay, and that's how this section works. Okay, when we're on the patch mode, anytime you can hold this one down, the last one, number 4, and you go into tuner mode. Okay, all right, and of course when you tune correctly, that turns green. This is flat, and that's sharp. Okay, so you hit a note there. You can see that one's a little crazy. It's not the greatest tuner, but it's going to get you in the ballpark. Okay, I'm not in the ballpark. You know, it's just sensitive. I found out that when I hit the string, let the string settle down, and it kind of quits jumping around so much. To get out of the tuner, you just hit the tuner button again. Okay, so again, there's a difference between holding something down and just tapping it. Okay, holding it down changes the state of things. Tapping it is just basically hitting the button for channels 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's move right along here. The next section is this one controls these lights. The left button controls the lights of either patch or effects or navigate. So if I want to go into effects, and in a particular song I have a sound that I like, that at one point it has a lot of reverb and modulation and delay, but then at another point it goes straight up clean, and I want to turn off the modulations. This is where you would do that. I'm in the effects mode now. Okay, so now I can turn on or off. In fact, I'm going to let you see it on the amp. Let's zoom out. I can't do much zooming there anymore. Okay, so if you can see this, sorry BlackStar, I'm advertising Vox. if you can see this, when we're in the effects mode, I can turn on or off. This one controls the delay. So that's delay is on or off. This one controls the modulation, whatever you got, a phaser or whatever, and you see the light changing there on modulation. Delay is the next button. It's either on or off. Or this one over here is reverb. Okay, so reverb's on or off. Okay, so this controls this section of the amp. Okay, which is the modulation, delay, and reverb, on or off, when you're on the middle button here. Okay, the middle light, which is called effects. Let's go down to navigation. Okay, so I hold this button down. Remember, this #1 button controls a lot of things. When you hold it down, it's going to change these lights here from patch to effects to navigate. Okay, and navigate basically is where we're going to do a lot of our. Okay, using the navigation button, you basically scroll through here to get to navigate. Okay, you're #1. Remember, by holding it down, you're either on patch, hold it down, let up, you're on effects, hold it down, and go to navigate. Okay, say you're playing and here it starts flashing, okay, to let me know, and this light starts flashing to let me know that I can store it now. So then I go to where I want to store it with these up or down buttons. I go either higher or, but in our case we want to go to #1, and then I hit store again. Boom, the green light flashes 3 times to let me know that 17, the sound that was there, whatever it was, now is saved at #1. So that's how you can use this foot switch to basically, with your feet, save something from another area using the navigate button. Okay? And so I hope that was helpful for you. You find the patch you want. Okay, it's got to be flashing like that. You hit store. This light comes on. They're both flashing. Okay, and then once you hit that button, know that that's flashing, you go up and down, and this is navigate. You go down to wherever you want it to go, hit store again, and it's going to save it to that new number. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, that's pretty much how this pedal works. It's a little tricky, but basically that's the gist of how this pedal, each of the sections work. The patch, the effects, and then navigate. Okay, and so if you don't have the FS 10 foot switch, the amplifier does have a tuner, and if you hold the manual button for 3 seconds, it turns, and you'll see this light flashing green to the left there. You can see that what happens is the bank switch is your E, both the 6th string and the 1st string. And then over here you have the green lights in the middle, and you have a red light and a red light on top. So when it hits green, right now it's a little sharper flat, and then that's how you use the indicator. The next string, A, goes to the next one, right there. Same. It goes E, A, D, G, B, and then of course the high E goes back to here. So, and then you use this indicator to kind of tell where you're at. Till I see green. There it is. So that's how you use the tuner on the BlackStar Id 60 and 30, and I'm sure the other ones also. One other item also, that for some reason you mess up and you feel like, man, you've got it all screwed up in there and want to do a factory reset. Basically what you do is you hold down the modulation, delay, and reverb buttons at the same time, all 3 of them, while you're turning it on, and you'll see some lights light up over here, and they'll change colors, and that resets it back to factory setting. And of course, when you're in factory setting, when you do a factory reset, it puts it back in demo mode. To get out of demo mode, You turn the amp off, hold down the manual button here, and then while holding that down, turn on the amp, keep it held down, and you'll see this button change different colors. Once it quits, then it's out of demo mode. So just recapping here, that's basically how the pedal works. So there's ways to save your patches in the 12 banks, either on the amplifier itself, and of course through Navigate. And there's a way to save patches through the Insider software, and I look for the video that I did. It shows you how to install and use the Insider software. And so, hope that helps you. Thanks for watching adsguitarlessons.com. God bless you. Have a good day.